And basically, you beamed the human and the Romulans aboard your vessel, went back to the nearest starbase, um, where you got in trouble, and then basically you beamed you guys dropped off the prisoners to the Romulans and are at the Romulan neutral border.
Ready to piss off after giving them the Romulan, two Romulans, and the ale.
Alright, we're streaming.
Alright, so welcome again to another adventure in Star Trek Adventures. This is the module A World with a Bluer Sun, and so basically, you guys are at the Romulan neutral border. All of a sudden, you guys hear on the intercom, a transmission is coming through from Starfleet Command.
Just as normal? Yeah. Press, on screen.
When the screen fills up, you see Admiral Quinn looking angrily as ever. He says, "Well, you guys really screwed this one up. Go back to the Romulan neutral border and see what you can find out about that wormhole." Quinn out.
Okay. What happened? He goes, is that probe we sent down still working?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that.
He goes, the captain, the science officer, is that beacon still working?
I think we're far away from that, the anomaly now. Not sure if it...
Yeah, you guys are not at the anomaly. You're at the Romulan neutral border right now. It's probably like a 20-minute warp to travel.
He goes, Helm, take us back to the anomaly.
Did we drop off the NX or the Enterprise era officer at the starbase, or do we still have him on?
No, he's still in the medical bay.
Okay, I think the chief medical officer is gonna just kind of interview him while he's like making sure he's medically okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is he conscious? Like, is he lucid? Or is he kind of just dazed?
He's dazed. Okay, so what you see is a human. He's got rough, raggedy beard, rough, longish hair, and he's kind of slipping in and out of consciousness. He's like trying to keep himself awake.
Okay, I will give him whatever artificial adrenaline at a safe dosage that will kind of keep him awake and able to answer questions, but just enough to be, you know, cognizant of the questions, not enough to, you know, give him any kind of you know, crazy episode or anything like that.
Sure. As you do this, he begins to kind of like come to a little bit and look up at you, kind of like wondering what's going on. He's like looking around the room and just like, am I on a Federation starship, or am I on a starship?
Yes, Lieutenant. I say as I'm typing at my pad, and I glance at his pips to make sure that I get the rank right, and then I say, we found you on an old shuttle pod down on that planet. Looks like you've been there for a while. Do you mind some medical tests to make sure that you're okay?
Yeah, that's fine. I think I've been down there for about 6 months. I've been running away from those damn Romulans. They were everywhere.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, you've definitely been down there a while. And then he's gonna like kind of act like he's moving towards a console slightly further away from him, and kind of hit his comm badge and whisper to Doctor to the bridge, Captain Dutrex. The patient has woken up. I am conducting preliminary medical treatment, and he is lucid and able to answer questions if you have any.
Kimmy updated on his status. If you can get any information out of him, what happened to his ship, it'd be greatly appreciated, but I have to stay on the bridge at the present time.
Understandable. I will keep you informed. Sick bay out, and I'll hit the comm badge again and go back to the lieutenant and say, "What's your name, Lieutenant?"
Give me a second.
I know what his name is. It's John Kearney, but yeah.
John Kearney, okay.
Yeah. I also made a character sheet for him, so it's on Roll20 if you're there. But after he responds, I'm just gonna nod and continue running scans. And I think last time when I ran scans last episode, you said everything physically was more or less fine with him, other than like malnutrition and stuff like that.
Yeah, malnutrition, like he was dehydrated, he probably got scorched by the sun.
Okay. But yeah, I think my character, who I need to refresh my memory on his name, Dr. Lucan, is probably not going to mention the year or like the time frame unless he asks specifically, just to kind of mitigate any more temporal shenanigans. But he is going to kind of try to get more answers about why he was on that planet. So he's gonna, go continue scanning him, continuing to, check his health. But he's gonna say, so why? Okay, you were running from Romulans, got it. But why did you crash on that planet? And where is your ship? Your capital ship, the ship that your pod came from.
As far as I'm concerned, the Atlantis was just like right up in orbit. It was not a high orbit or anything. I could probably see it if it crossed the sky, but I didn't see it at all.
Okay. And everything was going normal up until your crash landing. Why did you leave the ship?
Well, we were getting chased by Romulans. It was we were at war with the Romulans.
So did they board the Atlantis, or you were alone, I assume, or did you
Yeah, I was trying to take scans of the anomaly that we came across, but it
the black
wound
hole?
up sucking me. Yeah, a black hole. You say?
Wormhole, black
Well, it was
hole,
just
one of those things.
well, my scans wasn't picking up anything until there was a Romulan ship behind me and it fired upon me and I crash landed.
I see. Well, we will do everything we can to keep you healthy, and I'll give you a shave and a haircut and everything. And until specified otherwise, it's probably best you stay in sickbay just in case something comes up. But we should be back in the area. We did have to leave for a bit, but we should be back in the area in about 15-20 minutes. And then he says, if there's anything you need, just let me know. Okay?
Okay.
And then he goes back to like some random console and starts doing medical things.
At this time, you guys arrive at the destination that you were given. You're at that planet with the vortex.
Captain, would you like me to start scans?
Yes. Our probe's still down there.
I can scan for the probe.
It might actually help us in this situation.
I would like to punch some codes into my console to scan for the presence of the probe and start to try to read the telemetry coming from the probe if I can detect it.
All right, it's going to be Insight Science.
Alright. Difficulty?
The difficulty is going to be 1.
Okay.
Ooh, nice. So, as you guys are approaching the wormhole, you see a ship. It's an NX class starship. And you can see what the registry is. It's the Atlantis.
So, Captain, that's the Atlantis right there.
As far as the probe goes, you determine that it's been destroyed.
Captain, so the Atlantis is there and the probe has been destroyed. I'm not sure how. Probably from this anomaly itself, if I were to hypothesize.
I am going to look in the registry. Can I have a look in the database on what happened to the Atlantis?
The Atlantis was lost 110 years ago. Or 210 years ago, I think. Yeah.
Okay, that's important information.
Okay. We're going to have to call the time here because we're dealing with a wholly entire ship that needs to be quarantined.
Do you have their number, Captain?
I'll have to go.
Oh, do you? Don't they come to you? Isn't it the other way?
Yeah, they come to us. So Admiral Quinn has to deal with this slight little mishap in contacting the time. Yeah. Agency.
Perhaps you should open a secure channel with him and communicate to him that we're encountered a ship that's 100 and some odd years old.
I am going into my office, opening up a secure channel that is specifically command only channel.
This is Admiral Quinn.
Admiral, we have a situation that the temporal agents need to be alerted to.
Oh boy, what now?
The X-Class Atlantis has shown up 210 years into the future.
What about the
Our probe was destroyed. We may be thinking it's due to the anomaly, and we think the Atlantis has been shifted into our time due to the anomaly as well. We're doing more research into what's going on, but yeah, the temporal agency needs to be alerted to the X class.
I see. Well, hail them. Make sure you're friendly.
Yes.
You have to get through that wormhole. Don't let them try to stop you. But do not use any force. You don't know what repercussions that can do.
Due to our database, the Atlantis went missing 210 years ago.
What was that?
In our database, the 210 years ago, the Atlantis went missing.
Yes. We haven't heard from it since. We have no record of where it could have gone. It was lost at warp going towards the Romulan neutral, well, then not very neutral zone. But we've lost that data because we don't know where they were.
We'll make contact, Admiral.
Admiral Quinout.
And he goes back out to the bridge. He goes, looking at the database that is bridge crew. Oh, great. And he goes, Most of us look relatively humanoid. Except the science officer. Can be easily explained.
Captain, I can find other places to do my work if I need to be out of sight. It's not. I won't take it personal. I understand the situation.
Yeah. Can you keep me updated on the situation on the planet? Can you do more scans on that?
I can try to launch another probe if you'd like, Captain.
Yeah. Looks at Lieutenant is Scruffy Stuffy's race again? He looks at Stuffy.
Snuffy's laughing because you thought he looked humanoid.
Yeah. He goes, Stuffy, don't look humanoid. Can you help the science officer?
Of course. It's what I always do.
I'd be happy to have your help.
Goes, the dial the NX captain, open frequency to the X.
Would you like me to roll on that probe thing, or is it just a...
Yeah, the probe difficulty is going to be 2.
I'm going to use a momentum. And science and control.
No, that is
That was a question. I'm not sure.
insight and science.
Okay, I'm going to buy 1 momentum. Or buy 1 dice with a momentum. Okay. Well.
All right, the probe was successfully launched. You're getting back. The planet has not changed since you left it last. You're also you've also scanned with the probe the ship that's in the atmosphere, or in the anomaly. You found out that it is actually holding the wormhole open, and it's running out of power.
Captain, that ship is holding the wormhole open, and it is running out of power. How should we proceed?
Okay. Can we contact the NX class?
Yeah, of course.
Let's contact the NX class and apprise them to their situation.
I'm looking for the character, but I'm not seeing the character for the NX class ship. So give me a minute.
Excuse me, sorry.
It's in a folder called Atlantis Crew. It's the second one down. An NPCs folder.
And
I
I
think-
turned to, yeah, I turned to the science officer. And Lieutenant, can you do some diagnoses on how to get that ship out safely without causing any backlash as well?
I like furrow my brows and say, I can take a look, but that's a 200-year-old ship holding a wormhole together. I don't know how this is even possible right now, but I'll do my best, Captain. But this is pretty crazy what we're looking at.
Yeah. I was just talking to the science officer while I was waiting on the call to go through.
So you guys make contact with the Atlantis. This is acting Captain Mallory.
I am Captain Park of the Federation.
I don't know what a Federation is, but you look well, not like an alien. Are you a friend, or are you
Friend,
trying
yes.
to destroy this thing?
Yeah, we're a friend. We're here to help you. It seems like your ship is holding open the wormhole. The not wormhole, the black hole at the present
It's a
time.
wormhole.
Wormhole. Yep.
I hope it's
So-
not a black hole.
No, it's not a black hole. It's a
If
wormhole.
it's a black hole, we're done. They're all goodbye.
Hmm.
Game over.
I see. Well, we're down to 25% of power right now, and anything would help. Since you say you're friends, if you can, do you have any photonic munitions? Because it might help the situation.
I look back at security. Do we have any?
D-Man.
I'm not security, but I'm engineering,
Oh,
but I'll answer the
right.
question anyway. Captain, I think the primitive is trying to refer to photon torpedoes.
We got a lot of them on our ship. We can easily.
Captain, before you just hand them advanced technology, I like typing this on my keypad. Ask them why they would like it.
Yeah, he goes. Why do you that for that material? They mute themselves, and it's like, they definitely mute themselves. How's everything? So
don't give them the photon torpedoes.
yeah,
Hopefully they're muted from us, because don't give them those, please. I beg you. Man of reason.
So-
average.
No, give
basically,
them quantum torpedoes instead.
basically, can a torpedo actually close? You guys?
It's possible, but the ship would be there, and we'd have to blow up the ship. We'd have to get the crew off the ship first.
That's gonna be quite a yeah. Okay.
But there's also no way to say that exploding a ship is gonna fix the wormhole, and also, does Quinn want us to blow it up? Or Admiral?
I don't know. No,
Oh, you during your communication.
no. He asked us to study the planet.
Do you tell
Yeah.
you go through the wormhole?
He asked us to just study it, but not more. this. This is gonna be kind of rock in a hard place. Captain, are you asking for specifically help on?
I can't keep this thing open much longer. It's got to be destroyed. I have a man down there, but it's been 6 months.
Okay, how many crew do you have on your ship currently?
I have 50.
Okay, can we clear out a cargo area, guys?
I'm sure we could send the EMH to do it.
EMH.
Please state the nature.
Can you ensure a cargo cleared out so you can actually
Take
help the
on-
doctor help the doctor do a medical exam on 50 new people that we're bringing over, and make sure they don't leave the cargo area, please. And lock down the systems inside the cargo area so they don't look at any of our
What do I look? A maid? I'm sorry. I am specifically inside the medical facility that I'm standing in now. And I'm a doctor.
he some of the petty officers to go and clear out the cargo area and lock down the system quickly.
If that'll be all, please deactivate me.
Make sure you let the doctor know that he'll be requested to go into this cargo bay in the next couple of minutes, with 50 new patients that he's going to have to look over. Please be there as well.
Okay, I will do that, Captain.
Deactivate. Then, we're gonna be bringing you in. He takes him off mute and goes, Captain, we're gonna be bringing you onto our ship. For purposes, we're gonna have to put you into a cargo area for good reason. Can't let you access our...
Wait, what about my man? I've been waiting here for 6 months trying to get him.
We have him on the ship, in Med Bay.
What?
I think will be explained. Basically, we're gonna have. If you want that one closed, we're gonna have to destroy your ship in order to do so. And everything will be explained in due time. And there's reasons why we have to put you into the cargo area, and you have to understand it's for your safety, and we don't want you to... Everything will be caught up speed for you.
You say you have my man.
Yes.
You say you're friendly. Let me see my man.
Okay. He goes, Doctor.
Is it Dr. Lucan?
Can you hit the... And we have the patient live on screen right now?
Yes, sir. And he presses some buttons, and the image of Lieutenant Kearney, it shows up on screen for the acting captain to see.
See,
I see you have him. Okay, that's good. Kearney, can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear you. What's going on? Well, these people say that they're friends and that they have you. Have they treated you fairly? Yeah, yeah. They got me off that forsaken planet. I've been there for 6 months. Yeah, yeah, I'm aware of that. Well, okay. Captain, you have permission to take us. We're out of shuttle pods, by the way, so unfortunately, our transporters are not functioning very well due to our power loss.
He looks at the ops officer and he goes, "Can you get a lock on all of them?"
I don't know. I can try, but
This is going to be a difficulty 3, and it's going to be a control and engineering roll.
Captain, are we sure we have to blow up the ship? I mean, it might be easier to get them back to their own time on their own ship.
We don't
We
even
don't
know.
even know if blowing up their
Captain,
ship is
he's
going
right.
to do anything.
We don't know how that blowing up the ship will solve the problem. It might make it worse.
Yeah.
We need to figure out what the cause of this is and how we're gonna.
Can you do more? Yeah. Plus, the ship's gonna be at 25%, so it's better off if we get them onto our ship where they're not worrying about oxygen and all that. We do more in the against.
Power.
There is a problem though, but for us to transport them, we're gonna have to take their shields down. And if we do that, they're gonna be probably crushed like a cube by the wormhole. Their shields are probably what are maintaining their structural integrity.
The only problem.
Well, if this is an NX ship, they don't have shields. They just have reactive plating.
Sure. I'm not very familiar with this period of human history, so that's.
He brings up the schematics of the NX class. So he goes, he tries to look to see if there's any shields on there. So in the factory settings.
Their shields are very minimal because all power is going to their engines.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, their shields are already down, he goes. Captain goes. It's very minimal. Yeah.
Can I scan the systems of their ship to see what systems are activated right now?
So
engines, but can I scan other systems, life support?
Yeah, life support, engines, computer function, all that stuff is going strong. It's just at 20%.
And NX class ships don't have shielding. All they have is polarized hull plating.
Yes.
Yeah. That's slowly draining, so its situation is dire. If we...
Well, let me scan them and see if I can restore some of their power through the deflector.
Let's see what we can do.
That's a pretty good idea. I would like to try to help you if you have any good ideas on it. Getting their power back, I think that's a good idea, and I would like to assist if possible.
Yes, so that's going to be... It's going to be a insight engineering tech.
The difficulty?
3.
And I'm gonna use my electroplasma power systems. Focus.
Okay,
So I
that'll
have
work.
astronautic engineering, which means that I build spaceships for a living. Can I use that as a focus to assist him?
That wouldn't necessarily work in this case.
Okay, no problem. You you wrecked it anyways. You got wow, 4 successes, nice. So you didn't need my help, but you got it anyways. I want to see you succeed, even though you've just got 2 crits. That's
Listen,
awesome.
so you succeeded at beaming most of them aboard. There's still 15 left.
We're not beaming that. We're
Oh,
not
sorry.
on board. We're looking to restore power.
So you've restored about, I'd say, another 20% of power, but it is steadily depleting.
Can I like do a calculation to see how much time that gives us before they run out of power?
Yeah, give me a insight and
Difficulty.
difficulty 2.
I'm gonna buy it. Buy. Ugh.
You can spend 2 momentum to get rid of a complication.
I actually have another. I have a talent ability. Thank you for that. I can use. I'm just gonna copy paste it because it's just easier. My computer is giving me basic problems here. Oh, that didn't come out well. Let me just read it to you. So whenever there's a complication, I can roll like a 1d6 dice or whatever, and if I roll an effect, a complication is nullified basically. It's Vornir Warpfield is the name of the talent.
Sure.
Challenge dice, I guess it's called. The right thing.
You have to roll 1 dice.
Nice. Yeah.
I put a 1 in there.
Did you hit
You have to
enter?
make sure. Did you hit?
I hit the. I'm refreshing the whole page now. Just give me a sec.
Yeah, make sure you hit enter. It won't register it.
I clicked the
Yeah.
little Starfleet
Basically,
icon.
when you do 1, you hit enter on your keyboard, and then press that star symbol, that combat.
Yeah. I think it's also because I had the window popped out, but. Alright, give me 1 second here. Did that fix it? I don't see the result.
It said it rolled 1 dice, but I don't see the result. I bet it's because of how they changed the character sheet.
Here, I'm just gonna roll a
A
1d6,
D6,
and
yeah.
a 5 or 6 is a yeah.
You rolled a
So
4.
that being the case, the complication still exists. I am going to spend 2 momentum to get rid of that complication. Please. Since we have like an abundance of it.
Good.
Yeah, so I did the task.
What does he find out, Tully?
I'm lost. I'm sorry.
Was that a scan roll you just
How
did?
much time?
Time.
Oh.
Time.
It's supposed to be hours, but I'm giving it like an hour and a half.
An hour.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have to start beaming him across. If is that still draining the power that we gave him?
Yeah, it's 1 point per 10 minutes or so.
Okay, he's saying let's just beam him across, because we can't keep him giving him power until, yeah, they're gonna be depleted. Looking at these scans.
Very well,
Ever.
Captain.
I'll pay for the consequences of the actions. In this instance, it'll be on your heads. And can you use science? Can you also do scans on where the location of this this wormhole is? Where its
It's
origins?
the planet and that the starship is holding it open. I think the only way we would know the answer to that question would be to go through the wormhole to know where its origins are.
Yeah.
That's your call, Captain, but that would be the only way I can ascertain. Given these time dilation effects, if we can't just shoot a probe through there. Similarly, though, if we go through there, we're gonna do to affect the timeline too. So.
Yeah. We order isn't to affect the timeline itself. I could get my head bitten off on that front. We're affecting the timeline as it is, and yeah, we can't affect it any further.
I have an idea, Captain.
What is that? Any ideas are a good idea.
Could we beam our medical primitive back onto his ship, and then maybe nudge the ship back through the wormhole?
There's the problem. It's holding it open, and we're running out of time. Yeah, that's the problem. Is there? We have to think of the consequences also of they don't have much power supply, and if they are going to be able to survive the wormhole experience, if they're going forward or backwards. That'd be a good idea for the yeah.
So from your previous scans, you've determined that it has a 15-minute dilation from when one small craft enters and it exits. So the time dilation is 15 minutes or 15 seconds. That thing has been there for 6 months, so it's going to be either 6 years or 6 months back, either way. If that kind of makes any sense.
So size affects the amount of temporal flux, I'm going to use as a term.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, he goes, as the situation of their power supply, they won't make it back to a closest space to back in their day. I know where the closest space in their timeline.
Yeah, they're fighting the Romulans. He sounded pretty upset that the Romulans are engaging with them right now.
Yeah,
we're in their borders.
It's the Earth Romulan War.
Yeah. You know where the closest starbase would be? In their timeline?
Starbase 4, but it was under construction.
Yeah, they won't have any power supply. That's the only problem. Oh, great.
We would basically be sending them to their deaths if we send them back to that wormhole with no power, fighting the Romulans. They're gonna just get destroyed.
Yeah, I don't like that opportunity. I think the safer bet, as cruel it may be, we may have to rescue them from the ship. They're going to be stuck in this timeline.
Well, that's something you'll have to take up with the temporal committee, because that sounds like a nightmare and a half.
They did request for so I can't ignore that, and it will be a reasonable excuse why they disappeared as well. So yeah, let's beam them across before time runs out.
All right, that's going to be a control security or not security, control science or control engineering.
Okie dokie. And I'm using my transporter's focus. Dang. Wah wah.
You managed not to lock onto anybody. There's too much subspace interference.
At least it wasn't a complication.
Yeah, at least it's not that.
Dang shit.
So basically, you guys can try to continuously do it.
Yeah.
But the difficulty is going to be raised by one, so difficulty one.
I would like to attempt to like, assist if he does that.
Yeah.
Sure. Go ahead.
And I'm gonna buy a dice.
In control engineering, right? Again. There you go.
You've successfully. All right. So you've successfully have 2/3 of 50 people, which is, I don't know because I'm not mathing very well right now. There is a complication.
So I
Okay.
still have my trade. It continues until I pass it, so I can roll another 1d6.
You can
That
ignore
was-
the ship roll for now. It's the character sheet's not working right, and I'm trying to figure out what it is. So just ignore that for right now.
All right.
Okay.
That wasn't a complication then. So you've successfully, there we go. You've successfully managed to get almost all of them. There's only 3 people left, and that is the captain, first officer, and helm.
Let's get the 3 over as well.
How much time have we got left? Before we.
Would have
You've
it
got-
on the screen.
15 more minutes.
I'm gonna try to assist again if we're doing the same thing.
This is so weird. I put 5 dice on the ship and tried to roll it, and it still only rolled 2 dice. So I guess the task roller is just not working for some reason for the ship.
That's all right. So with the ship's assist, you get the last 3. Where do you want to beam the last 3?
They're all going into the cargo bay. And
Are they met with security? Are they met with people to kind of try to get them to settle down?
security be at the door, and I would automatically tell the doctor to go and meet them in the cargo bay.
Yeah, the Dr. Lucan's meeting them there.
So he can do a medical exam over all of them. Because Starfleet protocols have to come into effect on this one. make sure
Yeah,
they
go
make
ahead.
sure make sure they aren't any injured, any sick, any malnutrition or anything like that, or space sickness.
They're all in relatively good health. I'm going to give that one to you for free. However, you're going to have to do additional scans to see if anybody is sick or injured, um, that stuff.
Okay, but just looking at them, they look like they're okay-ish. I just gotta figure out if
Yeah,
there's any
nothing like
underlying
super
issues.
bad happening to them.
Gotcha. All right, let's see. Rolling.
Plus, they will
The
have
space
access
flight
to.
hasn't.
Plus, they'll have access to applicators for food, and which the doctor can easily point to for them to have food and drinks.
I'm spending a momentum. I got 4 successes.
Awesome. So you determined that two of the crew member, they were probably lower decks, they're suffering from malnutrition or dehydration. Um, you're also the captain is very exhausted. Like the captain really needs to sleep. Probably hasn't slept for 36 hours or so.
Okay. I'll. Dr. Lucan will first turn to the acting captain and say, um, but you're probably gonna be interviewed by at least one command or security officer in the near future. But until that happens, I suggest you pull out a cot and get some rest. You look like you haven't slept in days.
Yeah, it was really rough towards the end. I thought we were gonna have to self destruct. We couldn't get out of that damn wormhole.
What, if you don't mind me asking, what caused the wormhole to begin with?
Honestly, I don't know.
He'll just nod and go ahead and put out her cot for her and go on to those who malnourished and see to them, make sure they get IVs or whatever the sci-fi equivalent of it is.
Hypospray.
Yeah, that'll work.
Science officer, I have an idea for you.
I like ideas. I'm listening.
Could we link to the sensors aboard the NX and get a more in-depth scan of the wormhole and maybe through the other side of the wormhole?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Remove the solution problem of the.
I see it possible, but their sensors are highly rudimentary. Maybe if we were to put some of our own sensors on their ship. I like your idea, for sure.
Yeah. Can we do that? Put some sensors onto the ship to get more in-depth scans instead of
Just
risk.
pattern enhancers or something to help us make their 200-year-old technology a little bit more effective.
The ship can be turned into a for to scan the wormhole. The admiral actually asked us to do in-depth scans of it, so go right ahead. It's going to be destroyed anyway, so it's no big deal.
Okay. So I guess am I going to be transporting some pattern enhancers over there and then using their scanners to try to get more information on the other side of the wormhole? Is that what, if I understand correctly?
Yes.
Okay. I would like to attempt to do that thing, please.
All right, so it's going to be a difficulty of 3. It's going to be either a control or insight, science or engineering.
Okay.
Your choice.
I'm definitely going to buy dice for this. And probably not gonna let me use this as a focus, but can I use xenobiology because we're with different, like, I know they're humans, but they're humans from a different time, and they have a completely different
No,
physiology.
xenobiology only works for studying people. Not
I was pushing it. I thought
yeah.
I had to ask. I'm gonna definitely do my trait thing again for that fucking complication.
Would computers work as a focus too?
Yes.
Okay. Would you roll science?
I
gotta
did.
roll science.
I think you said you can you choose engineering or science. I think. Hopefully it doesn't.
All right. So, you guys get the information. The information is this: their scanning devices are very ancient and archaic. So, whatever you get back isn't going to be much. This wormhole has been opened for approximately 6 months, but they have been unable to escape it because it has a gravitational force of 0.5. So that's 0.5 your gravitational force. So whatever is in that gravitational force will get sucked into it.
Are you gonna spend 2 momentum to get rid of the complication, or did you?
Oh, how many momentum do we have left? Yeah, yes, I should do that. Just to be
Okay.
cautious. Yes, I'm gonna spend 2 momentum. Thank you.
I thought that was the other roll, the D6 roll.
But you got a
I
4.
failed the D6 roll.
Yeah.
I think you have to get a 5 or 6 for it to be a success. That's why I keep doing it because I can only get one success, but I keep failing. So, yep. Thank you.
So,
So
how?
our only option is to go over there, which I highly advise because of the time. But we can't. We're getting very limited information from their rudimentary scanners, Captain. That's problematic.
Are our just an out of thing question? Would our probe sensors be more powerful than their chip
Yes,
sensors?
yes, but I'm going to give this one for free. Is it has to be timed properly. If you guys wait and dilly dally, it's not going to be anything because it's going to get crushed because of the gravitational 0.5.
Okay, here's an idea. Can we beam probe onto their ship to the data that we need?
Well, that's what I was suggesting earlier with the pattern enhancers, but that doesn't seem to be what happens. So if we can do it with probes, that'd be great.
You guys can go ahead and try.
Yeah, because that will give us the more in-depth scan than their ancient technology.
This one's going to be a control and engineering task for either the captain, engineer.
Ops officer can do that. I give the ops officer that idea. Who's going to assist? Me to assist, or
The ship can assist, or one of you guys can assist.
I'll let the our science officer.
I can assist. Sure.
All right, your scanners detect that the gravitational well that is destroying your probes is of 0.5, but what you're not realizing is the 0.5 is actually interdimensional. The interdimensional meaning it goes between time and space. There are things that you can and cannot see. The things that you can see are hold on a second.
I have to type this out because I can't even say it.
So the things that you can see is if the ship that's in the anomaly, if it goes forward, it could probably burst back to its own time. More than likely.
Okay.
That's asking the same question. Would they be able to make it back to a space port? And that's the if questions. If we can get them, that's the problem.
You guys have 10 minutes left to decide. The thing is, you guys realize that if they were to go forward into the anomaly, they would probably go back to their own time. More than likely. Give or take maybe a decade.
We would also have to put them all back on their ship. They're on our
Yeah.
ship right now, are they not?
They're on our ship, so and that's going to take
I-
extra time as well. So, and we have to remove our technology as well from their ship, and that's going to take more time. Yeah.
And out of character, out of being a GM, you guys technically could probably go into that thing, and try to assist the people because it might not be the same time inside the anomaly.
Okay.
Oh,
I know what episodes this is.
we just
So
did.
that's
We
funny.
all we. I think all we did, and I know I'm not there, but I think all we did was what we did in episode 1, but on a larger scale when we duplicated ourselves.
Oh yeah, you might maybe. Well, we would have known right away though, wouldn't we? Like we would have seen ourselves and been like, "Hey,
No, I mean like the NX crew, the Atlantis crew. I think we just beamed a copy of them to our ship.
Basically, yes.
Because we're
Oh.
way too far away from them to basically to us the time is different than the time for them. So like
Yeah.
where they are is
Where
still
they
like
are is
30
still
minutes
like
ago.
30 minutes ago.
And that we're slightly in the future.
We're
So we got future versions of them or past versions of them. I don't know. I think we got copies of them.
Captain, maybe we should just try to assist them to go back through the wormhole, and then we can
Yeah.
assist them against the Romulan threat. 'Cause our ships will be, there'll be no match for our ship. They will flee immediately if they have any sense about them.
Okay.
You guys can give me a control and engineering or control science roll.
I'll do a control science roll. How much momentums do we got?
What you want to do?
Control science.
We have 2 momentum.
And I think.
Difficulty
I'll
is
use-
going to be 3.
Oh yeah, then I'm definitely gonna use a momentum. I'm trying to think if any of these apply. I don't think they do. Computer engineering.
And only the only the ship can assist.
Here we go. Okay, well, here's the trade again. I'm playing this a lot tonight. There we go. It
Yay!
succeeded. Now I can't use it again, but at least it did its job.
All right, so was that your role, Infamous, for the ship?
Yeah. I don't know how you want it because it's not rolling one dice; it's rolling two. I don't know if you want to take the success or just take the first roll, which is a fail. It's up to you as GM.
I'll take the success. So basically, what did you want to do? You wanted to beam them over, or did you want to go through the wormhole?
We're gonna go through the wormhole and assist them.
In doing so, your shields begin to degrade by 1 point every 5 minutes or so. So keep that in mind.
Okay. Is there anything I can do to help bolster the shields, like while this is happening? Maybe try to like scan the.
You guys are trying to help the ship, right?
Yeah, basically. Yeah. You're right. Yes.
The other ship, right?
Yes.
Okay, so no, you're more focused on helping the ship, if that makes any sense.
It does. I realized after I said it that we're good. Yes.
Then nudge it.
We're gonna try to nudge it back into there.
Tractor.
Yeah.
beam.
Alright. Captain, give me a reason science check. Or insight
yeah.
science.
Insight. So
Who was that for?
That was for the captain. And that was for nudging the ship.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, alright. Do you have anything that can quell that that horrible shit you just rolled?
Okay, I'll have a look. No,
Now would be time to use a determination. If you had one.
I'm gonna use a determination to re-roll that.
Reroll 1d1. Good job.
Yep.
You successfully nudge the ship in the direction of the wormhole. It is going closer and closer. It's actually starting to leave your shield parameters. This would be either, I think, the con engineer.
Okay.
And it's going to be, if you want to keep it on in your shield range, you're going to have to give me a what is it? A control and engineering roll.
Nice.
Okay.
Or control science, whichever is better.
Can I assist them with that? Seeing the gravity of the necessity to do this right.
We'll have to nudge ourselves out back into our time.
So just to check, did you guys beam those people over to their ship, or are we still waiting to do so?
We're still waiting to do so.
Okay.
We're trying to push their ship back through the wormhole with our ship.
Correct.
Yeah. We want to see if
Because they don't want our captain doesn't want them to be stranded on the other side with no power in the middle of a horde of Romulans.
200-year-old ones though.
200-year-old.
Like
Yeah. Good point. But it has been 6 months since they've been stranded there.
This is true.
It is true, but these are Romulans. Think they're gonna not notice a Federation ship sitting there still? A vessel sitting there? Plus, Romulans are paranoid as I don't think it's near their territory.
Probably mined the wormhole entrance anyway.
Yeah,
It's an active war zone anyway right now. I mean, in their time.
yeah, it's an active war zone, and plus, if there's a wormhole there, then they are definitely guarding it extra.
Good point, Captain.
If we send the ship through and it gets blasted, we can easily know for sure that the ship's been destroyed.
Okay, so you just want to shove their ship down the wormhole then?
Well, I think we extended our shields around the ship to keep it from getting crushed as we go through. I think that's what the plan was. We would go through the wormhole with the ship inside our shields and scare off any of the Romulans that are around there.
Yeah, that's what I thought the plan was.
Yeah. Let's go and
Go ahead, Mac.
a much larger vessel, with capable firepower that can one tap them. Yeah, they're gonna be definitely scared.
All right. As you guys are nudging the other ship, the Atlantis, all of a sudden, you getting spikes in your shields. Your shields are going down. Run some scans.
Yeah, let's
I-
get some scans.
Okay, I'm gonna continue scanning more actively to see why our shields are going down. Is that
Difficulty is
control
going to be 3.
I think I have to do that.
Okay, you do it then. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He's
It's
gonna do it.
my bad. Yep.
So is it inside engineering or control?
It is control.
Okay. And I'm assuming my power systems would be the one that would be used here, right? Focus.
Yeah, that'll work with this. Oof!
Captain,
You wasted a perfectly good critical success from the ship.
Oh yeah.
this panel isn't working right.
Science, do you pick up anything? It seems the officer's console is not working correctly.
With the critical success, you realize that there is munitions. However, you cannot see them.
It's the ship's success. I didn't get any successes, so.
Yeah, the ship got 2 successes, critical success. However, you didn't get half of what needs to be said. There are
Yeah, like
munitions.
munitions where? Like whose munitions? And
There is just munitions, and you cannot see them.
Yeah.
There's munitions somewhere, but we can't see them.
Can you scan them?
We can't
Science?
see them.
That's
Yeah, give me a scan. It's going to be. This is for.
I have an idea.
I'm listening.
To light up the munitions, I want to do a tachyon pulse.
Tachyons are fun.
Yeah, cool idea.
So do you want
Stick to the munitions and
to quell the scan for that, or how's this going to work? This is up to Captain.
I want to know where they are so we can light them up.
So tachyon pulse or scan?
Scan first.
Alright, that's control science, right? Control engineering. Control science.
can I assist him?
Also the difficulty. I think you might have said it, I forgot.
Yeah, difficulty is going to be 3. It's going to be control and science.
How many? We have 1 momentum. I'm not going to spend that momentum. I think I can do this. Because you're going to assist, right?
If I'm allowed to, yeah.
I think I can do
Yes.
this. Oops.
Just not the ship can assist this time.
Please crit roll again, ship.
Ooh!
Oh,
You blow up and it's game over.
The ship's like, I'm being run by idiots.
yeah, pretty much.
You detect mines. However, you cannot see them.
So actually, can
Just
I use
when
my
this happens-
determination to reroll that, or is it too late
Yes,
for that?
you can. Yes, you can.
Alright, I was trying to find the right value
Yeah.
to apply. Do you want me to? If there's a problem, I'm gonna solve it. Does that work?
Yes.
Cute. Alright, it's better. Sorry, I was a little shell shocked for a minute there. Not just at my roll, but like a bunch of zeros in a row on the screen.
So it was a success. You can't determine the exact harmonics that these mines, yes, they are Romulan cloaked mines, where they are. However, you can determine that they are low yield and they're probably very, very old.
Okay. Captain, we don't have much to worry about. There are mines here, but they seem to be very, very old, and mind you, we have no shields, so there's a minefield here.
You have shields.
No, we don't.
They're degrading.
Or degrading. Yeah.
They're degrading. Send the ship up for the. You know what? Is anyone on board that other ship?
No, you guys beamed all of them.
Why don't we use that other ship to navigate? We get ourselves out of range, push that other ship into the. If that's is that ship able to actually transport some people or not? Before I think of that idea.
You can transport them over. I wouldn't suggest.
No, is that ship capable to warp out of this sector and get to a closer space?
Yes. But with that being said, it's going to be a bunch of rolls. Hold on a second. It's going to be if you want them back in your time, it's going to be a bunch of rolls. If you want to send them to their time, it's going to be less rolls. But there is consequences for both of them.
Well, shit. Already been on our ship, so and the dude's already seen our medical facility, so great. We're gonna have to take him into our time.
So you want to send the ship ahead towards the minefield?
Yeah, we might as well, because they've already seen technology. It's not. They're missing anyway.
Is there any way I can hold our shields longer?
You can definitely roll for it. That'll be a either reason or control science.
I'm looking to see
Okay,
what
I can assist you.
Just a second.
Like-
We can't let the past know the technology that we have and dilute the timeline in the past, so that's why I'm like, yeah, I'm not taking the risk on that one.
Control
Out of
engineering.
Out of character. Hold on a second. Out of character, it's either you're damned if you do or you're damned if you don't. So either way, there's going to be repercussions. There's going to be some shit that happens. Either way, you look at it. So
Yeah, I'm better off bringing him back to the future. Yeah.
Also too, I have a talent, that I haven't used. Basically, because I don't understand it. So if one of you can help me, that'd be great. It basically says that whenever I, complete an engineering task on the ship,
Yep.
the ship gains 1 power.
That would be for ship combat.
Yeah, generally speaking, you don't use power unless you're actually in combat, because that's like the threat of losing power actually means something. But here, it's just a matter of waiting for a tow ship, basically.
Or if you have to like warp somewhere really fast or like use power.
But those are the
At least that's
two.
what
Yeah, warping long distances in combat, just dealing with a wormhole doesn't really use power, like mechanically. Like obviously in game, like in real life or in the universe, it would, but mechanically it doesn't use.
Right. I was just wondering if it might help for ship or what, or shields or
If
whatever.
we enter combat, it might.
Okay.
So we might be entering combat soon.
Well, with the mines and stuff like that, I figured.
Yeah, no.
It would help. Okay. Just tell me it doesn't help enough.
I mean, if the mines damage our ship and you do an engineering task to repair the ship, then we'll get an extra power. So yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
But hopefully the mine doesn't hit our ship at all. We can avoid that.
Right.
Yeah.
Called a little more power. Okay.
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about. I was looking at that on my other kit, but
So it's control engineering?
Yep.
Let's see.
can I assist him? Science.
Would warp theory help since technically the shields run through the warp core? Or not?
No, it runs through the deflector, but yeah. No, it does not. Did you roll?
Yeah.
Okay, good. You got 2 successes. So you guys. Oh, man.
And what was the difficulty of that?
Was 3.
Because I asked if
That's
I could.
why I'm trying to.
I never got
Yeah,
an answer.
go ahead and assist.
Okay, was it science control or science engineering or control engineering?
It was control engineering.
Control engineering is good.
All right, good. You've got all the successes needed. You successfully did what you needed to do. Um, the ship now is leaving. Where you guys are, or wait, no, you wanted to put more shields over the ship, right? Was that it?
We'll try to keep the shields from degrading as we go through, I guess. Is what we were trying to do, right?
Yep. What Durlock said.
That's not Durlock, but okay.
D-man.
Yeah, it's not Durlock.
Demon.
Thank you very much.
Demon. Demon.
I mean, I could understand Salak, but not Durlock. I mean, come on.
Solok. Okay.
Mac just misses Durlock.
Okay, I miss Durlock. Okay. Spoken to him in a long time.
Yeah, it's been some months, huh?
Yes, and I miss his warm reception.
All right, so you successfully get the ship, the shields to counterbalance what's going on. However, right now there's 3 munitions that just exploded on your shields. Your shields are still holding at 82%.
Okay, Captain, our shields are at 82% and holding.
We might start. Are we turning back around after nudging it off at shields to go back through the wormhole?
Do you want to try to ditch the other ship and try to go back through the wormhole?
Yeah, we might as well.
Or do we... I'm just asking this out of game. So, are we going to try to use our tractor beam to push the ship through the wormhole ahead of us?
Yeah. Push it through the wormhole.
In or out of the wormhole?
The wormhole.
Push it back into its own time.
Yeah, we're pushing it back into its own time to slam into the mines, hopefully.
Or the
And then
Romulans.
the Romulans.
All right.
And then basically we're gonna make it back out of that.
So you successfully push the other ship, the Atlantis, through the wormhole. As you're doing so, it begins to degrade, capsize, and explode. It turns
It's
to
inside
one
our shields, though, isn't it?
Not any longer if you decided to push it through the wormhole. I thought you guys were exiting the wormhole as you decided to nudge it. That's what I was thinking that you were doing. If I'm wrong, let me know.
I thought we were following it. So that we could scare off any Romulans that are on the other side.
We nudged it through. Because our shields were 82%.
Yeah, but
and
are we following it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Basically, I couldn't risk the crew in order to push it through because the minefield, taking our shield down. Slowly, but effectively.
So as you guys are nudging this ship towards a new tie line, basically what happens is you get more and more little tiny explosions. Sorry about that. More and more little tiny explosions that are buckling down on your shields. Your shields are holding, however, they are depleting again. You guys have 78% shield.
And this is why I chose to ditch the ship.
You decided to ditch this ship then. That's what you just said, right?
You know the ship that we sent through. We no trying to get back with our ship.
I'm lost. Do you want to
Yeah.
go? Do you want to go through the ship with? Want to go through the?
No.
We want to push.
I-
We push the
We
ship
push the
towards
ship.
its timeline. We want to take our ship
to our timeline.
back. to
Okay,
ours, yeah.
so you successfully pushed the ship. The ship that went through the wormhole is now starting to degrade. You can see it rapidly decaying in front of your eyes. It seems like pockets of rust billow out from the nacelles. The ship itself powers down, and a small explosion happens. You notice that the wormhole is starting to collapse behind you.
I suggest we get out of here, Captain.
Yes, that's why I pushed it through so we can get out. We aren't trapped in their timeline.
All right, Con, give me a control con.
Can I assist and give him? I have a focus in warp engines, and I would like to try to push the warp engines to get us the F out of there.
Yes, roll 1d20, please.
I have warp theory, so that should work too.
Them should work again.
You said roll 1d20, just as we said.
It's 3 we got currently.
Three successes, because the ship didn't give out.
Yeah. 3 successes.
All right. So, with 3 successes, you eventually make it out of the wormhole as it depletes behind you, closing it in forever. There is no trace of a warp, not a warp, there's no trace of any starship that was ever there.
Okay, weird. Can we do a scan of the area? Lieutenant.
Difficulty 1. And it will be a insight and science or engineering.
Okay. Sorry, difficulty 1, you said?
Yep.
I got the 1 success, 1 fail.
And you got it. Just in the nick of time, your ship closes out of the wormhole. The wormhole dissipates behind you. You see a flash of light, and that is all you see. What your scans indicated were nothing. You don't see any traces of any alloy or mineral or anything, except for you see some debris on the ground of the planet that you're on. Or observing.
We should examine that debris.
Yes, examine it.
I think that's the shuttle we blew up.
Oh, yeah.
Just examine it just in case, if it's the shuttle or the ship.
I'm going to give this one to you for free. It was the shuttle, and you're also picking up debris of a Romulan ship that was crash landed there from the previous episode.
Oh, the shuttle from the Romulans still down there. Let's not touch that, please. We can just leave the sector. Let the Romulans deal with that later themselves.
Yes, Captain, but it could give us a unique insight into Romulan ship construction.
Totally against scans, and if we accidentally stumble across any open up database.
So, do you want to scan the surface of the planet to see what's left?
Yep. Yeah.
All right. So, it is going to be insight and engineering, and it's going to be a difficulty of 5.
Oh.
I was told to.
It's the engineer who should do it for sure.
I tell you, I've been told to preliminary of this planet. So whatever I find, if I accidentally find anything on the planet that's Romulan, I have to give it to High Command.
Can I assist, and can I use astronautic engineering and or xenobiology as a focus? I think they're both.
You can use the first one for sure.
Okay. Insight engineering.
Yes, insight engineering.
Ooh, we get a momentum.
Did you?
Yay.
That's.
Oh, nice. You barely get it, but yes. You discover that the Romulan ship that was destroyed was 210 years ago, and it crash landed not by phaser fire or anything else. It crash landed because the suction of the wormhole destroyed its engines. Nothing is intact. However, there is a small module at the bottom of one of the debris that might shed some insight into what's going on here.
To the ship.
Did you say scan the ship?
Oh, we should totally go have a look at that module to find out what's going on.
So, with that being said, you can either send a shuttlecraft, which will be a difficulty of 1, or you can transport, which will be a difficulty of 3.
Go down to the surface by a shuttlecraft.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, and for Mac, it's going to be Reason Command.
Yep. Okay, I'm totally for that.
And the ship can assist.
Reason Command. Can persuasion or team dynamics that actually come into play for this? Team dynamics coming to play for this one?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Can team dynamics actually come into play this one?
All I heard was dynamics.
Can team dynamics come into play for this one, is what you said.
Yeah.
I'm sure they know.
As a
Focus.
Focus. I think she wants to apply that as a focus.
I still didn't understand it because she cut out. Well, I heard
She has
Jez.
a focus called Team Dynamics, and she wants to know if she can use that. Wait.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Cool.
That's what I heard.
I'm still having problems hearing you guys. I'm sorry.
They're cutting out a bit for me too, so it's not just you. But been able to make out. Been saying.
Oh, I live in Australia. My
gonna
internet sucks.
I'm not.
It's all right,
I
man.
get it. Right.
So yeah, you successfully do what you were supposed to do.
Fly down the surface to go and investigate that module.
Who
So
should we have go
you're
down
gonna
on the
have
shuttle?
to have a crew with you for a shuttle. So who you're gonna pick?
The science and ops. We'll leave the medical officer up here because it's better to have the medical officer on standby. The extra people we brought on. So it's only going to be 3 teams to look at this module.
Yes, Captain. If I might suggest, you might want to monitor those patients and see if there's been any alterations or changes to them, because something radical has just happened to their timeline.
I tap my comm badge and go, Doctor,
Yes, Captain.
has anything changed with the patients or not?
Is that going to be a roll, Tali?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It is going to be an insight and medicine roll.
Alright, I don't think... Do we have any momentum?
I do not think
I
so.
don't think so.
If
either.
you do, you have 1.
Yeah, I don't see any for a while. What's the difficulty?
The difficulty is going to be 1.
Okay. And I'll just roll and hope for the best. Oh, got 2, so now we're back up to 1 moment.
Awesome. So you determined that something is strange happening with them. Basically, they're all wailing in pain, like something is missing. Like they're crying out to the sky, like, "Oh, why? Why'd you take it from us?" And they all collapse.
I want to tell the captain, no, everything's fine, but Dr. Lukin says, yeah, no, they're definitely something different about them. They seem to be in pain and collapsing, and but me and the EMH, we got this. We'll take care of it.
Please do. Keep me updated on any new developments. The wormhole was closed. That's why we saw the changes.
Yeah.
Why we needed to know patients.
I'll keep you updated.
Yep. And he turns to him and says, "Well, the patients they're feeling the changes. So we might as well go down and suss out this modulator to find out what the heck is going on."
Perhaps while we're down there, you should contact Admiral Quinn and see, give him an update. He seems like a man who you don't want to piss off.
Yeah, I would prefer to get this module first before contacting him.
You're welcome.
He's going to ask me a billion questions about the module, and I don't want to keep him in suspense about it.
Makes sense, Captain. That's why you're the captain.
Yep. Let's go down. And he's going to send a message over to Admiral Quinn saying, give you an update as soon as I can. Just investigate one thing.
Admiral Quinn does not respond, but the message was received.
Okay, weird. He's going to have to play on the toilet.
Space toilet. All right, I start to make my way down to the shuttle bay to get prepared to, for the mission. Bring my science tools or whatever. My clippers and my comb and everything.
So as everybody is walking down to the shuttle bay, all of a sudden red lights flash. We are being hit with some sort of, I don't know, like bomb or something, Captain.
Oh, great. It's probably Romulans again. What's the issue?
They seem to be magnetic of some sort, Captain, but our shields are draining, not very badly, but it's affecting our shields, Captain.
Let's get out of the ourselves into the way.
Can I scan to see if
So
I
the
can
ship
identify the
moves-
source of this, like, it's causing this?
Yes, of course you can.
Oh, sorry.
What would you like me to scan?
You can do another sensor scan, and it'll be either insight security, or not security, but insight science, or insight science.
Sure. No difficulty?
Difficulty is going to be 2.
Can anybody assist me? Maybe? I'm just trying to
Yeah,
decide.
the ship or ops.
Alright, I'll let someone assist, and I'm not going to spend momentum. I'm just going to roll my... Whoa.
Don't even bother with the assist.
I'm sorry, guys. I failed you today.
You've rolled like 5 complications in the span of like.
I
30
know,
minutes.
It's funny because this has happened to me. Like at Pathfinder campaign, I'm doing it. I've rolled all fucking, which are bad in that game. Not a bad spree here.
So you do not see anything, and all of a sudden, from one of the bombs, your console gets hit. You take 2 damage.
Oh crap, that's bad because I don't know how much stress I have.
Can you find out what's going on? Because the science over there is exploded. And I go, Doctor, our scientist has been injured.
On the way.
Ops.
I guess I'll try to fix this console.
Do you know where the okay. Science, come over here and figure out from this console where please don't break this one as well.
Oh, I'll try. I'm hurt right now. I can't think until the doctor looks at me. I just had a con blow up on my face.
You're okay, but like you're bleeding a little bit. That's it. Like you
Yeah.
got like your snot box busted or something.
The doctor's on his way, so he'll patch you up on the.
So remind me, what is it you asked me to do again? I'm sorry. I'm a little-
We're figure out what's trying to blow up our ship.
Okay, so would you like me to run another sensor scan?
Yes.
Yes.
Sure.
Nobody can assist.
How many stations do we have to blow up today? I am going to use the momentum there for what's the difficulty?
The difficulty is 3.
Okay, well, I'm definitely going to use the lot momentum then, and just hope I get. Cross your fingers, guys. Ah,
0 momentum left. I will just take the 0 out. You've got 3
I see.
successes. So you determine that there are still active mines. These active mines, since you got a critical success, are very old, but they are magnetic. And they are coming towards you very slowly. You can detect 6 mines.
So, Captain, I suggest that we erect an anti-magnetic field because they're coming towards us slowly due to the magnetic attraction to our hull.
Do it
That would help.
now.
Hmm?
Do it now. We're better off.
Yes, Captain. So then I would like to try to do as create an electromagnetic flux.
And then that's when the doctor
To
walks
re-
in and says, "All right, who has trouble standing up straight?" And he looks over to you and sees your bloody face. He's like, it's you. All right, come here." And they start scanning him.
And this is going to be an engineering roll to see if you can do a tachyon pulse to subdue the munitions.
Okay.
I can do it, or you can do it. Who's do? Actually, I guess it's who's doing it.
I'll go.
Engineering.
I'll go ops, and I go. You get up. Ops will go into this spot to actually do the tachyon.
What is it? Inside engineering?
Yes, sir.
That gives the doctor plenty of opportunity to do the scan over.
I said his
Ooh.
nose. Oh yeah, you might need
Ooh-wee.
some painkillers. Here you go. I start hypospraying him with painkillers. You should be fine.
Ooh, where can I get more of these painkillers? I like this. Thank you.
Wait. Oh, Infamous rolled for that. Okay. Did you roll for the tachyon burst?
Yeah. I got 2 successes. I'm right above.
Okay. Good. Yeah, I see. So you got 2 successes. You managed to discover 4 of them. And with the tachyon burst, it ignited 2 of them. However, they are slowly still moving towards you. You have 2 on your sensors, 2 you cannot see.
Alright. We've blown up some of them, Captain.
2 of them did 18% damage to our hull or shields, right?
No, you guys are at 78 now.
I'm trying to calculate how much percent we lost per mine that exploded. In other words, can we just let the rest of them explode on our
about
hull?
2 to 5. About 2 to 5. It depends.
Okay.
Okay. We can't get the rat, and
Nobody thought about. Hold on. Nobody thought about trying to fire on something. Never mind.
That's what I was gonna say.
Okay.
Why don't we just do a wide arc phaser and
yeah, let's do that. That actually works.
Difficulty 3. It is going to be reason or insight and security, and whoever's got the best can roll.
That would probably be the captain. Since the security officer isn't here.
I have 3 security, 8 insight. I'm just throwing it out there. I don't know how that compares, but
I have 1 security. I have
Back to
11
the-
insight,
Captain,
but I have 1 security.
yeah. So we're about the same though when those numbers echo up. You have, it's 3 more insight you have.
Yeah, it's more than mine too.
So you should do it.
Definitely.
Oh, really?
Yes.
If you have an 11 insight for sure.
Yeah. I only have 1
Unfortunately,
security.
I mean that's our best option. You're our best option.
Okay. Damn. And we have no moment. Okay. Does the ship get to help me or not?
Yes, the ship can assist, or an assist from the con officer, or I don't know.
The
Well, the
ship.
con guy is the
I would
one
say
doing the
ship should
roll.
do it, 'cause- yeah, the ship should be. We're weak on medicine and con security.
Oh shit.
Oh no. Talking
Well,
about
it
my
doesn't
rules.
matter. At least it's not a complication.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, your deflector goes down momentarily. As this happens, I'm gonna stop the game for now. I will see you back in the next few weeks or so.
Yep.
Whenever that occurs, I have to check the calendar. I think Infamous is doing that.
Yeah, it'll be. Let's see. Cool. 3. What's today? The 25th of April. So it'll be the 23rd of May. I'm putting it in right now.
Yeah, actually, that's the day I leave for
Oh, okay.
California.
Then
Yeah.
let's do. Can you do the 9th of May? Which is like 2 weeks. I think that's, what is that, 3 week, 2
Yeah,
or 3
yeah.
weeks from now?
Wait, no, you have that game on the 9th, right? I thought.
No, nah. It's the week after and the week before. So 9th is clear.
Okay.
So let's
Okay,
do
yeah, I'll do the 9th.
so yeah, that is 2 weeks away, so that's not too bad. Alright, so let me
Yeah.
put it here so I don't forget. And then
Oh, and just so you know, I put a picture of my guy up now.
oh, cool. Let's see.
Gonna be interesting. Yeah. The not gonna be yelling at him too much because the Romulans actually left